What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So if you're thinking about getting into trading and you want to use an iPad, then this video is for you. There are literally hundreds of different trading, investing and finance apps out there, and when you're a beginner it can be very difficult to know which ones you actually need. So in this video I'm going to take you through the 5 apps that I think every beginner trader should have on their iPad. I'm going to show you what each app does, why I use it, and most importantly how I would actually use these apps together as part of my trading routine. I've been using an iPad for trading for years, and these are the types of apps that I find most useful when I'm analysing markets and keeping up with what's happening financially. And just to be clear, these apps aren't going to make you a profitable trader overnight. They're simply tools that can make the process of analysing and following the market much easier. So let's get into it. So the first app, and probably the most important one on this list, is TradingView. If you're completely new to trading, TradingView is essentially where you're going to spend a lot of your time looking at charts and analysing the markets. You can use TradingView to look at pretty much every major market you can think of. You've got forex, stocks, indices, commodities, crypto and much more. And one of the reasons I really like using TradingView on the iPad is simply because you've got a much bigger screen compared to your phone. Most traders will start off on their phone, so it's a nice transition to when you get onto the iPad. You can actually see what's happening without constantly zooming in and out. So for example, if I'm looking at GBP USD, I can open up the chart and start analysing the price. I can switch between different time frames depending on what I'm looking for. You've got your reload time frames like 1 minute, 5 minute charts, which are more relevant for every short-term trading. Then you've got things like 1 hour, 4 hour charts, which I personally think are really useful for getting a bigger picture of what's happening. And then you've obviously got the daily chart, which is great for understanding the overall direction of a market. Another thing I really like about TradingView is all the different drawing tools. You can mark out support and resistance, draw trend lines, identify key levels and generally map out what you're seeing on the chart. You've also got your indicators, so if you like using those, you can add things like moving averages, RSI, MACD and plenty of others. But if you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend putting 15 different indicators on your charts. I know when you first start off, you feel that you need to put all these different indicators on because they're going to tell you the secret entry point, but it's not the case. I'll suggest keeping it simple, add at least maybe 1 or 2, but other than that you don't need loads of indicators on your chart. So yeah, start simple, learn how price moves, learn how to identify trends, learn basics like support and resistance, because that'll take you a long way. And then once you've got a good understanding of the basics, you can start experimenting with different indicators. Another feature I really like is the ability to create watch lists. So rather than searching for GBP USD, Euro USD, maybe gold or whatever you're interested in every single time, you can just create a watch list and have all your favorite markets in one place. And yeah, so that is TradingView. So if you're just starting out with trading, TradingView is probably the first app I'd recommend downloading. It's basically your charting and analysis, your main hub. Get on TradingView, and this is where you should be spending most of your time, not looking at courses and stuff. Just play around with the charts, look at what candles are doing and just experiment. Okay, so next we have MetaTrader 5, also known as MT5. Now this is where we move from analysing the market to actually managing and executing trades. One important thing to understand as a beginner is that TradingView and MetaTrader aren't necessarily doing this exact same job. You might use TradingView to analyse your charts, while MetaTrader 5 can be used to actually place and manage trades through a broker that supports MT5. So personally, I don't connect my charts, my trading account to TradingView. You can do that with some brokers, but typically most people will be entering their trades on a different platform on their phone and actually analysing charts on TradingView on their laptop. So yeah, you've got your market watch charts, positions, orders and account information, but once you understand the basics, it's actually quite straightforward. So I actually remember when I first got MT5, it does look intimidating, but once you get used to it, there's not much going on. You're simply just executing your trades on there and obviously adjusting your stop loss to take profit levels. So yeah, now if you're completely new to trading, please don't overlook the importance of understanding stop losses and position sizing. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is focusing on how much money they can make rather than how much they can actually lose. And that's why I recommend beginners spend time using a demo account first. So yeah, get on MT5, open a demo account, but make it a realistic demo account. So something that you'll be trading in terms of account size, and this will give you a better idea of what kind of stop loss, drawdown you can afford. Because I remember when I first started trading, you just open trades and you're happy. You see a drawdown of $1,000, 1,000, and you're just like, that's fine because it's now in profit 2 minutes later. But you can't afford to be 1,000 down 5 minutes before and then 5,000 up in the next 5 minutes. So you need to, but that gets more technical. So that's, once you play around, that's where you will learn. So yeah, get familiar with the platform, learn how orders work, the different types, understand when you open a position, and understand how to set a stop loss and take profit. These are like basics that you should know, because the last thing you want to do is accidentally place a trade because you didn't understand which button you were pressing. You don't want that happening. So MT5 is also really useful because you can manage your positions directly from your iPad, phone, or your laptop. So if you're away from your computer, you can still check your trades and manage your account. For me, the combination of TradingView and MT5 is really useful. I'll analyze the market, identify potential setups, and then if the trade meets my criteria, I can pull out my phone, use MT5 and execute and manage my trade. So next we have Financial Times. I think a lot of beginners overlook apps like Financial Times. Now you might be thinking, why do you need news apps if you're just trading? And that's exactly why I think it's important to make these kind of videos. Trading isn't just about looking at candlesticks and fancy charts. Markets move because of expectations and a lot of economical data. They move because of central bank decisions, geopolitical events, things that are happening in the wider economy. And it's important for you to understand that, because if you randomly see a large candle, you need to know why that's happened, rather than just be like, okay, that's cool. And if you're trading forex, this becomes even more important. Let's say you're trading cable, GBP USD. You're not just trading a chart, you're trading the relationship between the British pound and the US dollar. So what's happening with the UK economy matters. What happens with the US economy also matters. Interest rates, inflation, employment data, and obviously central bank decisions. That's where an app like Financial Times can be useful. I'm not saying you need to wake up every morning and read all the articles. You just need to filter through the articles that make sense to you, so you have a better idea of what's happening today, what happened yesterday, and what's going to happen in a month. But having a good understanding of what's happening in the financial world can give you much more context around the markets you're trading. For example, you might open TradingView and notice that cable has suddenly moved quite aggressively. TradingView can show you what price is doing, but it won't necessarily explain why it's happened, so that's why you need to use apps like Financial Times. Then you have investing.com, and this is one of my favorites from when I first started around, I want to say 6-7 years ago. So investing.com paired with MT5 and TradingView is pretty much the ultimate setup. And this is another one that I think is extremely useful for beginners. Investing.com gives you access to the huge amount of market information in one place. You've got forex, stocks, indices, commodities, crypto, and plenty of other markets depending on what you're trading. But one of my favorite features is the economic calendar. If you're trading forex, I would definitely recommend getting familiar with an economic calendar. Basically, it shows you what's coming up in terms of events and date releases, and potentially cause significant moves in the market. For example, you've got things like inflation data, GDP, employment figures, interest rate decisions, and NFP. You'll normally see the date and time of the event, the country it's related to, and indication of how significant it is. This will tell you how much volatility you could expect, and it's a good way to know when you need to be in the market, and maybe you should, monitor your positions a little bit closer. So you imagine you're in a situation where you've entered cable, GBP USD, you found what you think is really good setup, you enter the trade, and then 5 minutes later the major economic announcement happens and the market suddenly moves 100 points. That's not necessarily because your technical analysis is wrong, it's because of the news. So you may simply have been unaware that a major market movement happened. So before trading, especially when looking at forex, it's important to look at the calendar and know what's exactly happening within the day or the week. That way you can protect your capital. So yeah guys, those are some of the apps that I think that every beginner trader should have. Obviously there's loads more, so if there's any others that I'm missing and that you think would help, let me know in the comment section. But I think you should keep it relatively simple, and whatever works for you is best. So yeah, you essentially need an app that you can execute trades on, do your technical analysis, and then your fundamental analysis. Once you tick all three of those, you're pretty much ready to go. Then it's just a matter of repetition and then back testing and refining your strategy. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.